Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing on today? I am super duper excited because I get to hang out with Chandra Blumberg on today. Okay, guys, you see it behind her. Take a look at this. It's the new one, hot off the press. Second ties the charm. And we're going to be talking about it on today, guys. We have some good things to get into on today. And I'm super duper excited to have Chandra hanging out with us today. And let me just tell you guys, you already know what to do. A like, tag, and share. Tell a friend to come on down to the cafe because we're hanging out with Chandra Blumberg and we'll be talking second ties the charm. Chandra, my friend, introduce yourself to the people.
All right, so hi everyone. I am Chandra Blumberg, and I am an author of fun, heartfelt romance. Second Tides the Charm is my third novel. My first two books were Digging Up Love and Stirring Up Love. We're all about food. And now this is a second chance romance about two marine biologists who are stuck on a boat together for a summer shark study. So we got that reunion romance. It's a fun book. It's a rom-com. It also has all the feels. So Second Ties the Charm came out earlier this month, and it is available in print, ebook, and audiobook.
I love that. Okay, now Chandra. Okay, so we got a lot to talk about, my friend. I mean, first of all, we got the close proximity, we got second chance, we got STEM. We're gonna talk about all of that, my friend. But before we do, okay, y'all, just look behind Chandra. Okay, Chandra. My friend, we got to talk about this cover. What was that like for you when you saw your final cover for Second Ties the Charm?
So I was super excited when I saw it because I don't know if you can tell, but the sharks in there are swimming in a heart, which
Yes.
made me really happy when I saw that. And also, it captures the personalities of the characters really well because Hope's, she's a little sassy, and Adrian, he's real serious, but he does, sort of break through that serious facade when he's around Hope, and he likes to joke around. So I love that it kind of has, it's a little bit of, I guess, enemies to lovers a little bit at first, because they're exes. So it also has that in there on the cover. You can see from their poses. So yeah, I love that. And also on the laptop is a little, I don't know if you can see, it's a little fish swimming on her laptop.
Uh-huh.
So I love all the details of this cover.
Wow, I love that. And like you said, the attention is in the detail. So not only on the cover, you have that little thing, like she said, the sharks are swimming in a heart. And then on the title page as well, it's in a
Yes.
heart. So that is like super cool, super cool. Oh my goodness. Now, Chandra, we gotta talk about this cute title. Okay. Second Tides the Charm. Tell us about the title. Was this your original working title or your title came later?
It actually was. It was the first book that I named on my own, and I was really proud that I came up with it because titles are not easy for me. But it was a second chance romance, and I was trying to think, and I kept thinking of things, and I would Google it, and I'm like, oh, that's already picked, and then I just came to me, and I was like, oh, it's perfect because you got the second chance romance, you got the ocean part in there, so yeah, I was pretty. It might never happen again that I come up with a title like that myself, but I was really excited when I got it.
Well, how cool is that? Okay, now Chandra, before we get in the book, I want to backtrack a little bit. And you talked about it when you was describing, when you was telling us a little bit about your type of writing, you was introducing yourself. Okay, my friend, now you write funny, heartwarming love stories. Okay, spill the tea. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I love to write stories that will leave you with a smile on your face, feeling uplifted. I do like to talk about some heavy topics in my books, but I still want to bring in the humor because at the end of the day, I love making people laugh. I love putting my characters in those fun situations. A lot of times it might be pretty awkward, but those moments where they sort of get into some hijinks and yeah, just overall have a good time.
I love that. I love that. Well, guys, if you're joining us, we are hanging out with Chandra Blumberg on today, guys. This is her new one, A Second Ties the Charm. Okay, guys, you already know she brought us Digging Up Love. She brought us Staring Up Love. And speaking of that, can you tell us a little bit about, like that whole the science of it? You got the STEM. What is that for Chandra to make sure that she brings that out in her books?
Well, so it's just the things that are sort of near and dear to my heart. I, grew up watching shark documentaries on TV, and I sort of roped my family into watching them too when I was a kid, whether or not they liked it. And I would always be telling them shark facts that I had found out. So it was sort of a way for me to combine something I love into a book. And it's not something that you see a lot in romance, marine biology. So I thought it'd be neat to get a book out there on the shelves that highlighted a really cool career. And so, yeah, in the book Adrian, he has a YouTube channel where he educates people about sharks, and he sort of corrects common misperceptions about sharks, because sometimes they can get a bad rap in the media. So he does a good job of just giving no nonsense, real shark facts. And so it's a perfect thing for Hope to join him, because she is all about that too. She can't resist telling people about sharks no matter what.
Right, right. Look, and Chandra even hits you with a headliner in the first chapter. Like you said, she just can't help herself, or what have you too. Now, Chandra, I want to ask you a little bit about this. Can you share with us what inspired this one? Because, like I said, you brought us staring. What was first? Digging up love, staring up love, and now we have second ties the charm. But what inspired this story? And it's like shark related, all that good stuff. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so it's the second chance romance between Hope and Adrian, who they used to date back in college and
Yes.
through like grad school. Yeah, so they had a really strong relationship, but it was long distance because they were both going to different schools. So now they're estranged, and Hope's not even working in shark science anymore. So a
No.
lot of the story, yeah, a lot of the story is about finding yourself and figuring out what you want out of love and out of life, and being willing to communicate that, because they had this great relationship, but they didn't know how to tell each other what they needed for that. So I really wanted to tell this story about what love can look like, how love can look different kinds of ways for different people, and still be really fulfilling. And it doesn't have to necessarily fit the stereotype of Hope was really worried that she would lose herself in love.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though that hadn't happened, she saw that, and so she needed to get to the point where she realized, no, she can have everything. She can have the love, she can have the career. And so, yeah, and the sharks, like I said, near and dear to my heart. I love learning about sharks, so it was super fun to get to do research for this book and slip in some shark facts here and there.
No, okay. Now you said the magic word, because again, guys, they are both marine biologists or what have you, and they are, dispelling some of the myths that people have about sharks and all of this good stuff. And of course, like she said, it's a second chance. There's some fun things in here, as well. But on the other side of it, share with us a little bit about that research. What was that like to help bring this story to life with your research?
So, like I said, I love to watch a documentary. So I did that. I found, there's a lot of videos online from universities, things like that from scientists. I also did a lot of reading of scientific journals, actual studies that had been done
Oh,
on sharks, which
wow.
a lot of that can go over my head, but I tried to pull out, what would work. And I say this, I think, in the acknowledgments, but interlibrary loan was my best friend through the process. I would go and see textbooks that I could check out from other libraries, because I'm not in a place obviously near near a big ocean, because I am in Chicago. So I
Okay.
would check out books from libraries all across the country on famous marine biologists, and studies that were done, and research techniques, that sort of thing.
Wow.
Yeah, and not that much really makes it into the book, but it helps to have a background on some things that they might be doing behind the scenes. And sort of I did that in tandem with writing. So I didn't just research first and then write, because I feel like then you're never going to write the book. I sort of did
Okay.
it hand in hand as I was
Oh,
writing.
okay. So you kind of did it simultaneously, or
Mhm.
oh wow. Okay, look at you, Chandra. I love that. I love that. Guys, if you are just joining us, we are hanging out with Chandra Blumberg. Check out this cover. Second ties the charm. Oh my goodness. And Chandra, I want to ask you this, okay? Because we kind of talked about the background, information about the book, your research a little bit. But let's think of, because we're gonna get into these characters, child. Let me tell you, and some of them are some characters. Okay, now for you, Chandra, for second ties the charm, what came first, my friend? Was it these amazing characters, or was it the plot?
So for me, the characters sort of are the plot because I really write the
Ooh.
character-driven romance. So once I get to know these characters, it's sort of what their wounds are, what is holding them back from falling in love. That really decides the plot. So I knew that I wanted them together, stuck sort of in this forced proximity on a boat all summer. So that was a trope that I knew that was going to come in there. And
Ooh.
then yeah, yes, we got all the tropes of the forced proximity is something that I love so much because sort of they don't have anywhere to go. They sort of have to confront what happened
Right.
between
Look,
them.
Chandra, it's like you got to work it out.
Yes, yes. And so yeah, once they're there, because they've been separated physically and emotionally for 3 years.
Yeah.
So once they're on this boat, they've got nowhere to go. They got to talk it out, or it's not going to work because they have a job to do.
Right, right. I love that. I love that. And I want to talk about one of the things that you mentioned earlier, as well, where you talked about this is a story with all the feels. Oh my goodness. What is that like for you to write a story with all the feels as well? Because we love reading stories with all the feels.
Yeah, there are some scenes that I think I'm a person who rewrites. I write and rewrite a lot, but there are some scenes in this book that were there from the very first draft.
Okay.
And I don't want to give spoilers, but just moments when they first meet, like their first kiss, these moments where it just felt like it was these characters coming to life. And they had such an emotional history
Yeah.
because they had spent so long together. So it was my first time writing that. My first two books, the characters just met, at the start of the book. So this was my first book where they had dated in the past, and they knew each other well. And so that was really fun to draw from as they're together. They know each other so well, and they also know how they've hurt each other. So it was a
Yeah.
lot for them a lot of emotion going into these situations.
Yes, yes. No, okay. Now, speaking of the character, Chandra, okay, let's talk about the characters a little bit. And I'll like say one of the characters, and then you can describe them. You can use 5 words or more, or whatever you want to share about a particular character. But first off, we gotta talk about her best friend, Zuri, my friend. Please tell us about Zuri.
Okay, so I can only use 5 words, or I can use.
No, you can use as many as you want,
Okay.
5 words or more.
Okay, yeah. So Zuri is a single mom. Unfortunately, she lost her husband in a car crash prior to the book. So she's a single mom, and she is a strong mother. She is a business owner. She has 3 young kids, and she is there to talk some sense into Hope because Hope has been sort of treading water for a while. So Zuri is the best friend that always has your back. And Hope has been helping her, and now she's like, no, you need to go help yourself.
Right.
So
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And of course, we got to talk about Hope a little bit, guys. She is the heroine of this story as well. What else can you share with us about Hope's character?
So yeah, Hope, she's no nonsense. She knows what she likes. She knows what she knows. She is not afraid to drop shark facts at any moment,
No.
whether you ask for it or not. But she's really passionate about her career. She really believes in what she's doing and in educating people. And she also is really passionate about Adrian, even though she sort of has that on the back burner, right? She hasn't quite gotten over Adrian.
Yes, yes. Look, and speaking of Adrian,
Yeah, so Adrian, he is definitely sort of the strong, silent type. You think he did not get into social media education on purpose. It sort of happened to him, but
right.
he has embraced it for all the good it can do. So he is also laser focused on his goal of his career of being a professor and a researcher and a teacher. So this is something that he's dreamed of his whole life. And he just is really missing one thing, and that's love, right, in his life. So he is this person who he has everything, he thinks he has everything he needs, but it just doesn't feel, quite fulfilling.
Yes, look, and I want you to see this because you have some of your readers in the comment. They said sounds like Zuri need her own story, and then you
Yeah.
got some other ones that's signing off on it. So they kind of planting some hints there, Chandra.
Yes, I would love to write a story for Zuri. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And Letitia said they all sound like great characters as well. Now I want to ask you this. Why marine biologists? Like when you were thinking of their occupations, was that a part of when you came up with the characters or what have you? And I know you said like the characters and the plot kind of came together at the
Mhm.
same time, but did you have that as their occupation already, or that just kind of evolved when you kind of fleshed out your characters?
Yeah, no, I always wanted to write marine biologist. I just wasn't sure. It's sort of a job where I was like, oh, when my agent it was on submission, I was like, will we find a home for it? Because I really believed in the story. But like I said, it's not something you see a lot. So I was just thrilled when I got to publish this with Canary Street Press because I really believed in this story that people love to read about unique careers and also
Yeah.
women in STEM. So yeah, I just love that we're seeing these two smart characters who are going after it all in love and in their career of marine biology.
I love that. I love that. And guys, if you're just joining us, hanging out with Chandra Blumberg on today, guys, Second Ties the Charm. Oh my goodness. If you haven't read it yet, let me tell you, definitely you will want to read this story. It is available in ebook, it's available in print. And Chandra, a little birdie told me, is it available in audio or the audio is coming soon?
No, it's out there in audio. You can get it even on Spotify if you have Spotify Premium. It's in Hoopla. Anywhere you get your audiobooks, whether from the library or from an app, it's there. So, and it's got really talented narrators that did my first two books. So if you listen to my first two books on audio, you hear some familiar voices bringing the characters to life.
I love that, guys. You heard it here on the cafe. So whatever suits your fancy, print, ebook, audiobook, you can hear, you can listen to, or you can read Second Ties the Charm. And of course, guys, if you have a question or a comment, be sure to put it in the comment section as well. And I wanted to share Helen's comment. Helen said that she loved that you went outside the box for their occupations. I know Helen as well. I'm glad that she brought their occupations as being marine biologists as well, and also brought out STEM in her book, Second Ties the Charm as well. Guys, well, hold tight. Chandra is going to be sharing a snippet of this book as well in just a bit. And when she shares the snippet, I'm going to allow her to set the scene, set the tone. Let us know what she's about to share. And Chandra, we are ready when you are, my
Okay.
friend.
Let me get I gotta get my glasses on.
Okay.
All right, so we were talking. It's good that you brought up Zuri as the best friend because I wanted to read. This is the first scene of the book, and Hope is at the start of the book. She's not working in shark science. She has been working in freshwater research on the Great Lakes, but then her project that she was working on it lost its funding, so she's actually working for her friend's company teaching paddleboard lessons on the lake. Right, so very far cry from her field of science.
Right.
But she couldn't help herself giving a little lecture about sharks to the tourist on the kayaks. So that's what happened in the scene is that one of the moms is not so happy that she was talking about sharks with her
Right.
kids out on the lake. All right, so I'll go ahead here. And this is going to start with Hope talking. Hear me out. I gather my curls into a high ponytail and use my teeth to pull the hair tie off my wrist. That woman might go home, fire up her internet browser, read up on harmful algae blooms, and decide to write a blank check for freshwater conservation. Zuri's dark brows disappear in the shadow of her visor. Doubtful, but I double down. Maybe she lives in one of the beachfront mansions and is on the lookout for a worthy environmental cause to support. The multi-million-dollar homes that line the bluff bring an influx of residents to our tourist town every summer, and their spending cash keeps the town afloat. Or maybe she's not going to wait till she gets home. Zuri gestures toward the crowded beach parking lot, where the woman in question is handing over her credit card to placate her son with a shaved ice from the food truck. Maybe she's going to find a shady spot, fire up her cell phone, and leave me yet another scathing review. Darn, that is the more plausible scenario. I could go say sorry. Oh my gosh, no. She grabs my arm before I can head toward the sandy boardwalk, her palm clammy against my sun-warm skin. Do not chase that woman down. That's a guaranteed 1 star. Maybe even a complaint to the Better Business Bureau. A shudder goes through her. Then she lets go and looks me in the face. Uh-oh. I know that look. Hope, I love you. Back at you. I bare my teeth in my most charming smile. Her lips flatten into a line, the same exasperated expression I often receive from friends and family. I love you, but that would be the third 1-star rating I've had since I hired you. Technically, the first one came when I was still in training, so Hope, She repeats my name with the warning tone of a mom threatening to turn the car around. You're fired. So that's what I
Well,
swear.
guys, okay. She just shared with us a little bit of Second Ties the Charm. We will be sharing with you how you can get your hands on a copy of Second Ties the Charm as well. And of course, guys, if you have a question or a comment, definitely put it in the comment section as well. Well, you guys know what's up next. We have to play a round of this or that. I promise you, there is no right or wrong answer because it is all things according to Chandra Blumberg. And Chandra, they are giving you a love for your snippet that you read. Tiffany said, great snippet. Look, Sharon Blunt said, well, dang. She said, I need to know more. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then, they are giving it for Hope. They said, poor Hope, she's got to learn how to think of
Yes.
others. Again, they are just sharing their thoughts. Got too bad to fire your bestie. Got to be
Yes.
bad, yes, to fire your bestie.
Yeah, it's sort of a
I
tough
love it.
love
I love it. And
situation
Caitlin said,
here.
great snippet as well.
Yes.
All right, Chandra, I am ready when you are, my friend. Just tell me that you are ready for our round of this or
Okay.
that. And this is going to kind of be like a summer edition of this or that. All right, let's go, my friend. First up, ice cream or popsicle?
Oh, ice cream all the way.
Okay, beach or
It's
mountains?
any time of the year.
Beach or mountains?
Beach,
Okay,
obviously. With this book, yeah.
okay, cakes or pies?
Ooh, I think I gotta go with pies. There's
Okay,
so many.
okay.
Yeah.
Flip flops or sandals?
I used to be flip flops, but I don't know if it was turning 30, so I gotta say sandals.
Okay, okay. I love it. I love it. Sunglasses or straw hats?
Sunglasses, because I can't ever find a hat. I love hats on other people, but I can never seem to make them work for me. So I gotta go
Okay,
sunglasses.
okay. I love it. And of course, lemonade or tea? Lemonade or tea?
Ooh. Can I do both? Like,
You can do both. It's
yeah,
all things
I
according to
mix
you.
them up.
I love that. I love that. Okay. Friends to lovers or enemies to lovers?
Ooh, I am a friends to lovers girly. I know it's not as popular, but I love a good friends to lovers story. It's my favorite trope.
I love that. I love that. And of course, this one is for the cafe, my friend. Can you let the people know? Are you team tea or are you team coffee?
Coffee. I gotta go iced coffee all the time.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you, Chandra, for playing a round of this or that with us on today. And speaking of this or that, Chandra, I saw something today. You kind of posted a little bit about yourself, and I was like, okay, I gotta ask her about some of these things. So you said messy bookshelves, organized desks. Okay, spill the tea, Chandra. Spill the tea. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I just feel like I don't know, I'm always pulling books out or I get new books and I come home from the bookstore and I put them there. And so I just look at my shelves and they are not Instagram worthy. They are just kind of a mess. And I'll have a few, I'll have to say, where's that? But my desk, if I'm writing, it needs to be tidy so I can think. I don't know, if it's messy, I can't work. So I have to keep it tidy. I have to know where things are on my desk. But yeah, the bookshelves are another story.
I love that. I love that. And for y'all, if you follow Chandra, Chandra is quite the baker. She is a baker lover. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I love to bake. Like it's been too hot this past week, but in the summer, you talked about pies. I love to make pies and cobblers. Cookies are always easy because I have 4 kids. So sometimes, you need a simple recipe. I like to make tarts, all kinds of quick bread, banana bread. I've got 4 zucchinis in the fridge because I want to make some chocolate zucchini bread now
Oh,
that it's cooling off a little bit. So
okay. Oh my goodness. Now, okay, now Chandra, I wanted to definitely know about this one. Spill the tea. You want to visit every continent. And
I
tell
do.
us about that. And in addition to that, how many have you visited so far?
Well, so far only North America, Central America, Asia, and Europe is all that I
Okay.
visited. But yes, I would love to visit Antarctica, even though I think it's hard to get there and it's sort of a whole expedition. I wouldn't want to take my kids there, but maybe when they're off in college, I would love to go see the penguins. Maybe hear about the research there, and definitely get to South America. The Galapagos Islands, explore Brazil would be amazing. So yeah, I would love to see see the world if I could.
Wow, I love that. And look, I just gotta put these comments up there. Tiff's happy place says she love a good peach cobbler with crust.
Yeah.
And Ruby says she love a good pound cake
Mm.
with the crusty crust as well. So I love that. I love that as well. Well, Chandra, and thank you so much for sharing some of those fun facts about yourself with us as well. And of course, guys, there is a giveaway, and we're going to allow Chandra to share with us what the giveaway is going to be on today.
Okay, so yeah, the giveaway is going to be a signed copy of Second Tides the Charm. And I also have some gorgeous character art that I got, so that I would love to send you that as well. Yes, there it is. It's Hope and Adrian. So yes, that will be the giveaway, a signed copy of the book and that beautiful character art print.
I love that. And Chandra, before we do the giveaway, please tell us about this character art. Oh my goodness.
Yes. So I had never commissioned art for any of my books, but I really wanted to for this one because it's so near and dear to my heart with these shark scientists. And there's when I found the artist, I was so excited to work with her, and she was amazing to work with. And I said I really wanted to have the longing, because they have all of these feelings, like I've been talking about, all these feelings tangled up sort of in each other. So I think it captures that perfectly, and I just love how beautiful it is. I have it framed on my desk because that's how much
I
I love it.
love that. Well, thank you for sharing. And guys, okay, there you have it. The giveaway is going to be a copy of Second Ties the Charm, and it's going to be some artwork as well. And so, of course, guys, I'm going to go up and down the comment section. Chandra is going to help me out. She's going to tell me when to stop, and then that person will be the winner of the giveaway on today. Okay, Chandra, I am ready when you are, and eyes are moving.
Okay, you're going. Okay, now.
Okay. Ruby, you are the winner, my friend, of a copy of Second Time's the Charm, and that's artwork as well. So if you will inbox me, Ruby, we will be sure to get your information so we can send it over to Chandra, so you can get your giveaway as well. And they are saying they are talking about the artwork. You have Letitia that said, "What great character art." Helen said, "Nice swag," as well. So again, congratulations, Ruby, for joining us. Thank you for joining us, and congratulations on winning the giveaway on today. Now, Chandra, I want to ask you this, my friend. What did Chandra enjoy about writing Second Ties the Charm?
Ooh, so the chance to sort of go to these moments, it takes place in the summer and on the beach. You asked, do I love, beach or mountains? I'm all about the beach. So I got to hang out on the beach with these great characters. The setting, it's set in South Carolina, which I was lucky enough to visit with my family, that area of South Carolina. So it's sort of like going back there in my mind. And then also these characters, I just love them both so much. And I was so excited to give them a happily ever after because they really deserved it. They went through a lot. And so I really loved seeing their love story just come to fruition and have the happy ending that they never got to have.
Wow, I love that. I love that, guys. There you have it. Second Ties the Charm. It is available now. It is hot off the press. And of course, as Chandra, she's already shared with us, it's available in ebook, print, and it's also available in audio. But Chandra, please share with us, my friend, how can they get their hands on a copy?
Yeah, so it's available online wherever books are sold in Barnes and Noble. You can find it, hopefully in your area. And it's also at tons of indie bookstores. I've been seeing it pop up. So if you have a favorite local indie, go and check there because I love to support indie bookstores. You can also get it at your library. And if you don't see it on the shelves in your library and you have a library card, you can request books there. Also online. At, like I said, all major retailers. So yeah, there's tons of ways to get yourself a copy, whether at the library or at the bookstore.
I love that, guys. You heard it here at the cafe. It is available where books are sold. It's available at some indie bookstores as well. And you can also get it at some of your libraries if they don't have it. Definitely be sure to request it. And guys, if you see it out in the wild, definitely take a picture, tag Chandra Blumberg as well. And of course, guys, once you read it, definitely leave a review. I know that Chandra would be so appreciative of you guys leaving a review.
Mhm.
And of course, you know what we say here at the cafe. Be sure to tell a friend to read Second second ties the charm as well. Now, Chandra, you know, my friend, you have to share with us, how can we stay connected with you?
Yeah, so I love to chat with readers on social media. I'm most active on Instagram, where you can find me at Chandra Blumberg, just like my name. Also on here on Facebook at chandrablumberg.author when you're on Facebook. And I am on Twitter, well, X now, and also Threads. You can find me there. And I have a newsletter. You can sign up for my newsletter at my website, www.chandrablumberg.com. And there's a newsletter sign up there. I send out newsletters when I have news, and I also love to do special exclusive giveaways. And I'll have one coming up soon for Second Tide's the Charm. So if you'd like, another chance to win a copy with some cool freebies, you can go ahead and sign up for my newsletter.
Awesome, guys. You heard it here at the cafe. Definitely sign up for her newsletter as well, and stay connected with her. Go to her website, find her on social media, all of that good stuff as well. Chandra, it has been amazing hanging out with you on today, my friend. I want to allow you to have the last words of what you want to say to the people.
Well, first of all, I just want to thank you, Angela, for having me on here again. It's always a great time. And for everyone who tuned in, it was so wonderful to hear your feedback. I'm so excited for you to check out Second Tide's the Charm. And thank you for all your support and checking out the book. It means the world.
I love that. I love that. And guys, of course, after you've read Second Has the Charm, if you haven't read her other two books, Staring Up Love, Digging Up Love, you can go to her website and check out her backlist, or you can go to Where Books Are Sold to get those particular books as well. Chandra, again, thank you so much. We had an amazing time hanging out with you on today. Of course, guys, you can stay connected with me. You can follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done that already. Angela Anderson YouTube as well. And I am super duper excited to continue to bring to you guys amazing authors like Chandra Blumberg to share their amazing stories that they have. Go get a copy of A Second Ties the Charm. And of course, guys, as we always say here at the cafe, have an amazing day, because we're having an amazing day. And until next time, we will see you guys later. Be sure to get Second Times the Charm. Bye-bye.